I first watched Afro Samurai when I was in middle school 7 years ago when I saw it streaming on Hulu, and during my initial watch I only took it what it was at face value. A gruesome, action-packed samurai anime, and now rewatching it years later with me being in college, I fell in love with the show all over again. While Afro Samurai isn't as prolific as some other shows like Yu Yu Hakusho or Berserk, it's still an amazing watch, and with the series being 12 years old, it still holds up extremely well. And with the show only being 5 episodes long, I would say to sit down, grab some popcorn and your number one headband, and enjoy Afro Samurai. Just a heads up here, there will be spoilers in this video, so please be careful. Afro Samurai originally started in 1998 and ran until 2002 as a manga series by Takashi Okazaki, published in No No How Doujinshi magazine, and it only got adapted into an anime when an action figure that Ozaki's friend made ended up in the hands of a producer at Studio Gonzo, the studio which was also behind Gantz. The show took 3 years to develop, and in the meantime a trailer was made, and it ended up in the lap of one Samuel L. Jackson, who then went on to work on the series, after taking an interest to the trailer that he saw. He was involved in the series as being the voice actor for our protagonist Afro and my favorite sidekick in all of anime, Ninja, and I specifically have to highlight Jackson's stellar job voice acting as Ninja. It was amazing, and it gave us this gem of a scene.
Hey, that a motherfucking RPG? You got a motherfucking RPG? A RPG in a motherfucking backpack? Wait, can we talk about this? You ain't gonna monologue or nothing, get a bad guy speech?
Speaking of voice acting, Ron Perlman's performance as Justice was amazing, and it does suck we just don't get enough of him throughout the entire series. Along with these 3 people working together, the Wu-Tang Clan's The RZA also collaborated on the project doing the soundtrack, producing one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard out of any form of media. Afro Samurai was a collaboration of love between Gonzo, Jackson, RZA, and Okazaki. The love and care put into this series shows, and Afro Samurai still holds up over 12 years later. From the start, we're thrust into the world of Afro Samurai, a hybrid of semi-futuristic feudal Japan infused with hip-hop influences. We see a young Afro watching his father battle Justice, the series' main bad guy, and they're both fighting for control of the number 1 headband. And with the number 1 headband is the power to become a god. No one can challenge you except for the person with the number 2 headband, but with the number 2 headband, anyone can challenge you, thus leading you to live a life of endless struggle and hardship. We see Justice kill Afro's dad and thus set Afro on the path of mindless revenge. Along the way, Afro is challenged by numerous people as well as the Empty Seven clan, a group of monks who want the headband powers for themselves. The plot in this show is extremely straightforward, but the plot isn't where this show shines necessarily. Afro's beautiful animation of insanely stylized fight scenes with the intense dark shades contrasted by the deep red blood shows itself on full display. And it leaves a stunning first impression. The cold, distinct feel of the world also suits Afro in his journey perfectly. Afro threw everything away to chase his goal of revenge, and he is completely alone in a desolate world where the only thing people want from him is his number 2 headband. We see his suppressed conscience manifest itself as Ninja being a reflection of the person Afro could have become if he didn't choose the path of revenge. Ninja's dialogue is always distinct, questioning Afro if he really wants to do the things that he's doing, as well as hyping him up and acknowledging that everybody told Afro that the life of the number 2 shall know no peace. I also don't think casting Jackson as both Afro and Ninja was a coincidence and more like a subtle detail that can help explain Ninja and Afro's dynamic better. 2 sides of the same coin. One, a cold-blooded killer who only wants revenge, and the other side of Afro, the regular, happy, upbeat person he had the potential to be. We get pieces of Afro's life and his journey through flashbacks throughout the series, watching what made him the man he is today, and just how obsessed he is with revenge for his father. I was never bored with the flashbacks or the exposition, as it always blended pretty well together, and they always had a purpose, so it never felt like it was just mindless filler. It all felt pretty natural, and honestly, I was just vibing the entire time. All in all, Afro Samurai holds up years later. The show is style over substance, and I'm totally okay with that. Afro Samurai did everything it set out to do remarkably well, so I definitely recommend you give it a watch. And with it being only 5 episodes long, you can watch it in under 2 hours, which is exactly what I did with my friends in Discord one night last week. Needless to say, we all had a great time watching it, and we all definitely recommend that you go out and go watch Afro Samurai. That's all for today's video, everyone. Dune here, signing out. Take it easy. Be sure to like the video, comment down below what other anime you want to see me watch and do a review on, and be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media accounts linked down below in the description box. Take it easy, everybody.